Yehovah, please fill me with the Ruach HaKodesh, that I may speak your written words with boldness to those who listen. I ask all these things in Yeshua HaMashiach's name, amen. We'll start with the Shema, listen and obey. Children of Yehovah, pay careful attention and respond. Yehovah is our power and authority. Yehovah works in unity with himself, and you shall act upon your love to Yehovah with your power and authority, with your thoughts in mind, with your entire body, and with all the muchness that you have. Yod, He, Vav, He. Hand, behold, nail, behold. Genesis chapter 40. Sometime later, it came about that the Egyptian king's cupbearer and baker gave offense to their lord, the king of Egypt. Pharaoh became angry with his two officers, the chief cupbearer and the chief baker. So he put them in custody in the house of the captain of the guard, in the prison, in the same place where Joseph was kept. The captain of the guard charged Joseph to be with them, and he became their attendant while they remained in prison. One night, the two of them, the king of Egypt's cupbearer and his baker, there in prison, both had dreams, each dream with its own meaning. Joseph came in to them in the morning and saw that they looked sad. He asked Pharaoh's officers there with him in the prison of the master's house, "Why are you looking so sad today?" They said to him, "We each had a dream, and there's no one around who can interpret it." Joseph said to them, "Don't interpretations belong to God? Tell it to me, please." Then the chief cupbearer told Joseph his dream. "In my dream, there in front of me was a vine, and the vine had 3 branches. The branches budded, then it suddenly began to blossom. Finally, clusters of ripe grapes appeared. Pharaoh's cup was in my hand, so I took the grapes and pressed them into Pharaoh's cup and gave the cup to Pharaoh." Joseph said to him, "Here is its interpretation. The 3 branches are 3 days. Within 3 days, Pharaoh will lift up your head and restore you to your office. You will be giving Pharaoh his cups as you used to when you were his cupbearer. But remember me when it goes well with you, and show me kindness, please, and mention me to Pharaoh, so that he will release me from this prison. For the truth is that I was kidnapped from my land of the Hebrews, and here too I have done nothing wrong that would justify putting me in the dungeon." When the chief baker saw that the interpretation was favorable, he said to Joseph, "I too saw in my dream. There were 3 baskets of white bread on my head. In the uppermost basket there were all kinds of baked goods for Pharaoh, but the birds ate them out of the basket of my head." Joseph answered, "Here is its interpretation. The 3 baskets are 3 days. Within 3 days, Pharaoh will lift up your head from off of you. He will hang you on a tree, and the birds will eat your flesh off you." On the 3rd day, which was Pharaoh's birthday, he gave a party for all his officials, and he lifted up the head of the chief cupbearer and the head of the chief baker among his officials. He restored the chief cupbearer back to his position, so that he again gave Pharaoh his cup. But he hanged the chief baker, as Joseph had interpreted to them. Nevertheless, the chief cupbearer did not remember Joseph, but forgot him. How can we learn to love our Creator after reading Genesis 40? We can be careful who you offend and be prepared for the consequences. Trust that you are right where Yehovah wants you to be. Trust that if Yehovah used dreams 40 chapters into Genesis, that he still uses them today. Trust that interpretations of dreams belong to Elohim, and ask him to reveal them to you. Trust that Elohim will use you for his kingdom and his glory, for his power. Choose to be obedient so Yehovah will continue to use you. Remember others and show them kindness. Aim to seek justice. Aim to remain faithful, even when you are in a dark place, and remain to show kindness, to show others
and remain to show kindness to others even when others keep letting you down. How can we love others as Yeshua loves us? We can show kindness, bear one another's burdens. We can help others even if you're in a place and no one seems to be helping you. Even if you're in a dark place and no one seems to keep helping you. Produce spiritual fruit, love, joy, peace, patience, kindness, goodness, faithfulness, humility, and self-control. End with Arianic blessing. Yehovah will kneel before you presenting gifts. He will guard you with a hedge of protection. Yehovah will illuminate the wholeness of his being toward you, bringing order, and he will provide you with love, sustenance, and friendship. Yehovah will lift up the wholeness of his being and look upon you and will set in place all you need to be whole and complete.